Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back. In today's video, I wanted to come in and do a planner journal mid-year update, also known as a journal ecosystem, which I have been seeing a lot on TikTok, and I think it's such a cute name for it because that's truly what it is. We have a whole ecosystem of different notebooks interacting with each other. I think that's so cute. But yeah, let's just hop right in. I'm going to start with my primary planning stack, and then we'll get into the one-off notebooks and journals. But this is all that I've been doing for planning as of late, which I know is a shock because I did come into the year with several dated planners, and here we are in 2 undated notebooks. So the first one you would have seen in another video where I set up my July. What I've really been loving in this A5 bullet journal is that vertical monthly calendar. It is just the perfect intersection between structure and freedom. So I have this vertical month on the left page, and then on the right side it's just completely blank. I'm going to show you an example of what it looks like when it's used, just because the month of July has been crazy, and so there's some things there that I can't share. So here is exactly how I've been using it. So like mentioned, along the left I will have my date specific events and appointments, and that's just a way to see it within the week but also the month. I've been loving that. I've also been adding one-off to-dos. If they're really important for that day, I will put it in here before I migrate to my pocket notebook. And then on the right side, it can only be described as a disaster. I don't know what else to say. There is no structure. I just throw anything on this page and then deal with it later. And like I said, I think it's just a great intersection between a little bit structure and then a little bit disaster, because I feel like that's how everybody is. Now, for those that have been on my channel for some time, you will know that I've been in the pocket bullet journal for over a year now, and I was really enjoying the small size, the fact that it was compact and it could just open up my desk and be very inobtrusive. And I did set it up for the month of August. However, I don't feel like I will be using the monthly. As mentioned, things just got really busy and I felt like I just needed more space to breathe and to think. So even though I'm in the A5 right now, I'm gonna say a really crazy thing. I actually might even get a larger notebook, which is so funny because I go from big to small to smallest and then just work my way back up, and then it's this constant cycle of rotating between sizes, but alas, here we are. So yeah, for the month of August, I won't be in here for any planning, but I am really looking forward to completing this August bucket list. This is something where I can still use this book almost in a novelty manner. Like, obviously I'm not doing any actual planning, but you know, just having something like this is fun and light. So I'm excited for this, but I think in general I might be tabling the pocket bullet journal for a little bit. Now, this is going to come as no surprise, but I have been pairing my A5 bullet journal with a pocket notebook. The one that I'm currently in is the official bullet journal pocket notebook. I have lots of thoughts and new updates for you guys, which I will put in an entirely different video dedicated to a pocket notebook update. However, what I will say for now is this is working phenomenally. The selling point of the official bullet journal was that you do use it horizontally and it opens to become a full A5 size. And though it might not be like a shocking revelation, and I'm not even using mine horizontally, I just think it's kind of unique and I can appreciate that for what it is. I do enjoy the numbered pages, and there's some extras at the back. Again, I will do a whole video on that, but these have been my go-to, and this is really all I'm using planner-wise. So if you could sum up my planner lineup, it would be these 2, and that's it. Now moving on to the kind of one-off journals. The first one that I have is this Commonplace Notebook. You would have seen this in a couple other videos, and it's more of a one-off because I'm not updating this every day. It only gets updated if I have something that I feel is worth referencing later on. So sometimes the entries are few and far between, and that's how I want it, because I want to make sure that everything that goes in here I think is worthy of referencing again, and that would be useful in the future. So my most recent entries were just a couple of quotes from a book that I've been reading. Not much to say about this one. I have been updating it in the exact same way as before. So it all starts with this margin along the left. I put the details. I will assign it a dot, which correlates to the type of information that I'm commonplacing. If it's continued, I don't put the same dot just because I don't want to waste stickers. There will be one, and then I just continue on. So that is my Commonplace Notebook. This is my song journal, and it was a part of a traveler notebook system. I had it in a passport traveler's notebook, but I have turned that traveler's notebook into a wallet system, which again, I might do a video on, we'll see. So I had to take out my insert, and I think it's just hilarious how small this is, and the fact that it's just out and about and loose, and it's got all this Brooklyn Nine-Nine stuff on it. But I'm going to need another one of these soon because I'm almost out of paper. And for those that don't know, I'm a singer. I have music released, and I'm going to be releasing my EP soon, so I might need more space than this coming up, so I'm almost happy that this is almost done because I need more room. But yeah, so I've been in and out of this one. A lot of the time it's just to transfer a couple one-off lyrics that I've been thinking of or instrumentals that I want to incorporate. It will go in here, unfortunately. And then the final notebook is my content notebook. So all the content ideas for this channel, they always start off in here. This is actually the second notebook. This was the first one, and I finished it, so I just got the exact same notebook and I threw a clear cover on it so I can be a little more rough with it. There's something about this paper and the fact that you can throw any medium at it that I really enjoy, especially when discussing like content ideas, because a lot of the time I want to enjoy the writing process, having the freedom to write an entry in whatever I want. So here you can see not even the Sharpie bled through. It's amazing paper. If you're wondering, it's the Iraful, I know it might be hard to read, Iraful A5 75 GSM 160 dot grid pages, and it's been working really well. I've tried to do some content brainstorming digitally, but it's just not for me. I really love putting pen to paper, so these have been great. All right, everybody, that is it for my current planner journal lineup. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please consider subscribing and giving it a huge thumbs up. I'm also very curious what has made it to July in your lineup. I know we're kind of heading into pre-order season for 2026, so what has made the cut this whole year? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Stay cozy and bye-bye.